by the police, saying, well, hinting on what could possibly be the reason behind this clash between these rival cult groups. But regardless of that, death toll has continued to rise, and that is a huge concern. Let's go to Mr. Loveday now. Mr. Loveday, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Andrew. Thank you for having me.
It's a sad one, what we are hearing coming out of EMOLGA, or Obelle to be precise. I would like you to first give us an idea of what really is happening. What is the situation there as right now we're having this conversation? If you can hear me, I think you're far away from your phone. If you're speaking through any device, you just might disconnect and speak directly to your phone, so we can hear you better.
I'm close to my phone. I don't know if it's network.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear now. Go ahead.
Okay, the situation in Obelle is a sad one, a very sad one for that matter. It's a situation of court clash, a rival court clash that has led the community into something else. And currently, I think the situation is under control by the chairman of EMOLGA local government.
Well, for what we've heard, recently there were killings that happened, and the most recent report from the police spokesperson was that these groups are fighting over control of levies. Can you confirm this for us?
The chairman was there on Friday. He visited the community and he tried to find out what's really the problem in the community. And to our greatest surprise, the chairman moved around to try to find out every nook and cranny of the community to find out really the real details of what's going on. But what we gathered was that Court A and Court B were dragging over control. I don't know what they are controlling, but it has to do with territorial control. It has to do with territorial control. But we could not get any of these court members to actually tell us that this is what the situation is. But we gathered from members of the community that the situation is that a particular court group came in, had to give an attack and all that. Then the other persons came back on that Friday and then had a reprisal attack, and it's been like that. So the chairman has to step in and say, no, this must not continue. That's the current situation in the Obelle community.
Some of the people who have been killed are all those who have lost their lives in the course of this clash. Are they all gang-related, or we've also had bystanders, innocent residents of Obelle community suffer from this catastrophe, because at least 10 people, according to police reports, have been killed. Last week, reports of about 7 people were dead, and some arrests were made. Can you confirm the degree of involvement and who are in all of this? Is it only limited to the gangs, or do we have residents of Obelle also suffering from the casualty?
Sadly, we met a situation that wasn't even related to the court clash or a court member.
Which situation is that?
And wife, the situation, a husband and wife were killed just because they said they saw the presence of the policemen, and then they suspected that someone who is close to government involved the police. So they took the husband and wife close to the man's, in front of the man's gate, and then killed the husband and wife.
This is something the cult groups perpetrated.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, they even caught the man and narrated the situation that we saw policemen around here, and we suspected that we saw you and policemen around there, and we suspected that this situation you've involved the police. So we want to inform you. The man said, they called him and said, we want to inform you that we are doing this just to warn you and inform you that we're going to even do more. So in that case, the husband and wives were not members. I can't speak, but from that story, it seems like the husband and wife were not also members of any other the court A or court B. So I can also say, if every person that have been killed in that matter, is a member of one cult group or not, but from what we were told, from members of the community, the cult gang A came in, killed some persons whom they suspect to also be members of the cult or not. Then the cult B came in and also gave that attack and all that. So it's just a security matter that we have to allow the security operative to uncover more.
Sounds good. I mean, what you just said now would only lead to more questions, and one of them would make us wonder. First, can you tell us whether such activities, I mean, called groups, like we like to call them, but they're mainly gangs, is gangsterism something that is legal? These groups, are they legal?
They can't be legal.
So how come they are functioning and it's almost as though they are part of society and people, we don't see concrete step being taken to, nip this in the bud?
In this case, I don't know why it keeps happening in Nigeria and all that, or whatsoever it is. But all over the world, news like this comes up, and you can't even tell why some persons might choose this angle, and then the other person are choosing the angle of education, the other person are choosing the angle of trying to make a living and all that. And all of it is unnecessary for people to get engaged or get involved in whatever. Is unnecessary. But be that as it may, that's why we have the government. And the government at the local government, under the administration of Chief Honorable David Omereji, have stepped into this situation in synergy with other security agencies, and they are working hard to make sure this doesn't continue, especially in Obelle community.
So are there plans to perhaps ameliorate the suffering of those families who've lost loved ones, especially, for instance, situation of the couple you talked about, and I'm pretty sure there might be others who have suffered because of this insanity that we are seeing happening, and whether you can also verify, because the police report from the police spokesperson says control of levies from oil company that's operating in the area is what's behind this clash that we're experiencing in Obelle at the moment. So can you respond to both of those questions?
The Mohalo government chairman is more interested in trying to restore peace to that community. And he has not even gone into whether it has to do with levy or not. And I really don't know why levy or no levy should be the issue. For now, I think we'll have to leave that with the police to unravel. But the issue of trying to compensate the family or the chairman have sympathized with the family. And let me state this categorically. The chairman visited that community just weeks back. And visited the community secondary school in Obelle and found out that the state of that school is something else. And then the chairman promised on that visit, the chairman promised and said he was going to rebuild that school. 12 classroom blocks, that he was going to commence the rebuilding of that school. And then Obelle and Eba, Emoha local government had suffered lack of electricity for 3 years before Chief Honorable David Omereji took over. He had restored electricity in 11 wards out of 14 wards. Eba and Obelle community had a challenge of electricity restoration. But the chairman has resolved every challenge and had even planned to swing into action to restore electricity in that community, which is supposed to begin this week. In fact, he had even mobilized for commencement of rebuilding of that school this week. And that's why the chairman felt very emotional when we got to Obelle on Friday. He felt very emotional and was saying it. He said, how can a community get into this when I had already mobilized contractors to come into site just this week? And this is happening. So why not we allow peace to reign in the community, and let's allow development to strive like it's happening in other communities? This is the angle of the chairman.
I think it would bring anyone to question, what's the security plan like, the structure put in place by the council, not just in Obelle now, but across EMOLGA? Because we know that in some other council areas, there's been a setup of local security outfits and so on and so forth. What's the situation in EMOLGA with regards to security architecture, something that should be added to what the police is doing already?
There is a strong synergy between the police and the local security outfit. In fact, the chairman is doing much more, which I may not go into.
Which of the security outfits? Because we know we had MOVs, which was set up under the past administration, if I'm not mistaken. That was after the OSPAC was disbanded, if I'm getting that correctly. MOVs came up. Is that still what's running, or is there a new security outfit that this administration has put in place?
You know, the MOVs. Sorry, the MOVs had their challenges in the LGA. So what the chairman did was not to disband any outfit. It wasn't even, because security is very important. He had to go into them, try to find out the challenges, try to find out why there hasn't been effective functioning of the security outfits, the local security outfit in this case. So he had to strengthen the security outfit. They told the chairman their challenges. They told them what has been the problem and all that. And
what did they say? What did they say was the problem, or has been the problem?
This is a security issue. I may not go into details. But what the truth now is that the chairman, he had even come on air to say and assured the people of EMOLGA and those local security agents of he has assured them of whatsoever thing they need to make security very effective. And it's been working out very well. You can go to EMOLGA now and sleep very well. EMOLGA has changed. Bars, hotels, everything is happening. Investors, everything good is happening.
Loveday, let's take a short commercial. When we come back, we'll respond to more questions from the listener at this time. Stay with us.
Okay.
Local Government Council, Dandy Loveday. Sir, thank you for staying on the line for us.
Thank you very much.
All right, so before we go on to more questions, open the phone lines for the listener, I'd like you to conclude. I'd ask you about the security structure in the council, and you were trying to give us insight into that. Because for many, if we had that working to some degree, perhaps we would not have what we have happening in the past couple of days now in Obelle community. So, how effective is this local security structure in EMOLGA? I think we have some interruptions there from a service provider. Okay, Mr. Loveday, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, so I say, how effective is the local security outfit in EMOLGA?
Very effective, very, very effective, and it has to do with it's according to communities now.
So every community set up their own local security outfit. How do you mean community?
Synergy with the local government authority, and all that. You can't bring a stranger to a community and then expect effective security of that particular community. So the chairman, in his wisdom, has to drive it back to the community. And then he said, "Okay, give us men." Also, the what's it called? The traditional rulers are also involved in all of this. And he now had to say, "Let's secure our territories, secure your communities, and then whatever you need, the council will provide. The council will have the full support, whatever that is required." And that has been very effective.
So how would you rate the police, the involvement of the police in all of this in trying to resolve this problem? Because for so many, they think the police should be doing more than what they've done, and they are not doing enough. Do you share the same opinion?
Okay, whatever I say, the police have to speak more if they are doing enough or not. But if I'm speaking on the side of the council and for that of the local government chairman, Honorable David Omereji, I can assure you very well that he has been very supportive to that of the police system in EMOLGA local government. Just recently, he had the local government chairman, David Omereji, had moved into the police station at Rumuji, that has to be the major police station we have in that area, and had even gone on to renovate that police station. Currently, as I'm speaking to you, you're a journalist, you can go into investigation. That police station is under renovation. Full time. In fact, he's rebuilding the entire police station at Rumuji. Before that, he had gone into that same police station and had built police quarters for the first time in history in EMOLGA local government. And he has moved away from that of the Rumuji. While that is ongoing, he had gone to complete another big building, story building, police station at Eweda, which is fully ready for commissioning, and that will be done soon. So this is what the little I can just say. The chairman is doing a lot in the area of security in EMOLGA local government, and that's why we're enjoying peace in EMOLGA local government. Right now, everywhere is calm, everywhere is good, and all that. But you cannot also rule out the issue that there may still be bad eggs. I will want to raise his head on it. Then it befalls on the local government chairman to tackle this issue head on, which the current local government chairman under the administration of David Omereji is doing without leaving any stone unturned. And I assure you, the peace in EMOLGA local government will continue.
Beyond the visit, what other steps have been taken by the council with regards to resolving this particular development that we're seeing in Obelle? Have there been meetings with traditional rulers? Have there been meetings with community leaders? What other steps are being taken to address these issues?
Even for the chairman to move into the areas and the community. That should tell you the chairman has even done a lot in the other area where he has met with the community chiefs, he has met with different persons involved and all that, and he wouldn't want to speak on this issue. All he's interested in is restoring peace in Obelle community, and he has left it at that level. And then I'm telling you, with the support of the government, the governor, everybody is really ready to make sure peace is maintained in Obelle community.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. I'm sure the listeners have several questions to ask you, and would get response to it. But let me put this to the listener from the many questions I've asked you. I'd like to get your opinion. If you are listening from wherever you are listening so far, what would you say about the activities of the police in handling this problem in Obelle community? For some people, it's said the presence of the police should have reduced or if not stopped the killings, only to wake up to the news that we heard today. And some people already began expressing disappointment. But you would say that, yes, the police still are working. But are you satisfied with the work that they are doing? Or you'd want them to do even better? Let us know what your thoughts are. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. And quickly, Mr. Loveday, the intervention of the state government, because with shouldn't it be? Is it time where maybe as a council we look at involving the state government in all of this?
Oh, sorry, let me throw back this question. Where did you get a record of over 20
well, that's what I said. I might not be clear on it, but because last week we heard reports of about 10 people were killed. So let's say around 10 or a little bit. Many people alive. No, I didn't say the police over 20. Right, dead. Honestly, people clash on belly the poor person. So it's accurate with the numbers, or maybe we're adding a conversation. But then let's hear what the council from your people.
Go with that figure police has given you. This council is working in synergy with the police and other security agencies. So if the police wants to give a figure, it has to do with it. Has to be there is a collaboration. And then you also ask if we need the help of the state governor and all that in this. Now, let me make this very clear. There cannot be an existence of a local government, especially under a good leadership of Honorable David Omereji, without or separating itself from that of the state government. So, the administration of David Omereji is in full-time synergy with the state government, the competent Governor Similaye Fobara. So the local government chairman, David Omereji, is not operating in isolation with what the state governor may want or may need. The state governor is interested in peace. The state governor is interested in security. The state governor is interested in the welfare of the people. And this is a marching order which the local government chairman must follow and is following. That is why in EMOLGA local government now, you cannot say the local government chairman is not performing. The local government chairman is doing so much. Much.
Let's go to the phone lines now then. Quickly, George is in Buguma. Let's go straight to a question or a comment.
Good morning.
Yes, George. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me greet the guest. And I want to tell your guest, you should not continue to praise the chairman of the local government in this very matter. It is not all about praises, singing songs of praises. What we need is action in motion. Because in a situation where you tell me that there is a presence of security personnel in ground and building of security owned for security personnel in different places in the LGA. And in the midst of this attack and the killing, that is too much to talk about. The other week, last week was 7, today, yesterday breaking, today I think it's 10. I think it's something to be worried about. You can't tell me that you have a presence of security and you are doing this much for them, and in the midst of this attack and killing, the security were nowhere to be found. And 17 lives within 2 weeks or a week plus has been lost. And we come here to say praises for chairman and all of that. See, it is high time we begin to call a spade and leave all these party politics and cover up. I cannot continue to cover you up as a party man you must be up and doing. And they tell me that, let me see your action speaking volume. You cannot tell me that people are dying and you say you are building upstairs, putting security structures for your LGA. Is that what? Is those structures compared to the life that is being, can those structures produce those lives? So you must nip the situation to board before ever it escalates.
All right, George. Let's go to Okonkwo now. Okonkwo is in Rumokuta. Good morning, Okonkwo. Oh, sadly, we lost the call from Okonkwo. Over to NTA Road now. Mufasa, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning once again. Good morning to the FA media, to the chairman. Andrew, there is a saying that population stays too long in a society, it becomes a way of life. Now, we understand that courtism and court-related activity is criminal. Okay? Now, most often time, you see that some of these so-called court group members and their leaders are known members of these communities. In fact, they are patronized, they are celebrated by members of the community. And we also know that if people don't get consequences for bad behavior, they see it as a normal thing, to do that particular, community. These same leaders of these court groups, I'm sure they're equally known by the police. How come they don't arrest them before they start causing trouble in the communities? The next thing you will hear, Andrew, is that some of them have been caught and given amnesty. So for how many times will you continue to give the same person amnesty? You give them amnesty, they go back to the crime again, they come back to collect amnesty and start collecting money from council. We cannot continue like this, Andrew. They are known, these are not strangers. They are members of the community. Now the police have come out to tell us that they are driving who will collect revenue from oil companies. Are they supposed to be doing so? So for me, they allow these monsters to go to become what they are today in the system. Not until they start arresting them and keeping them behind bars, we'll continue to be having this kind of discussion. We should not be patronizing court groups and court leaders. For what? What about those people who don't want to take to the life of crime?
All right, Mufasa.
So the chairman should take a charge and responsibility, arrest these people. That's the only way sanity can be restored.
All right, let's go to Mount 3. Good news. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, go on. Good news.
Dante, I want to appreciate the way you have taken time to explain one or two things to the public. We are here for educating people. Yes, you talked about the more chairman, the things he has done. I see that these present groups of chairmen, few of them that I have noticed, like the more chairman of the G you have mentioned, and if we add the Chi local government chairman, Uzodema Wafo, and even my chairman, you see that they are doing things exception from what others have done, touching lives. Like one time, our chairman was the Chesigwe. I suggested the issue of fire service. But let me leave those areas. You've touched many things on that aspect. Let me come to the security. I think the police has not done well in Rivers State. Because probably, if you ask me, because of the political scenario going on and the way they go about standing on one side of the political device or other, that has made them. Because most times you see that when they when some decide to stand, their boys built anyhow. They are very careful not to go and arrest or pick or detain them. That is my observation. And so doing, those boys will be misbehaving. And the police will be keeping deaf ears. Look at the election period. We also in videos where boys brought in guns to shoot, going to fight, attack, what the PC office, then attacking people. The police did not arrest one person. Those AK-47s we saw that we are bringing on social media, nobody was arrested. And you think after the election they will not use it? And you come to say that the crime is high, and at the end of the day to end up killing devastated youths? I think that the police should go beyond politicizing their offices. Most especially the new commissioner of police, for me, he has not done well. That's when he was in DIG, taken out and brought back to Rivers State. He should leave politics and focus on the issues. If not, look at what is happening right now. How many persons died? Don't they have intelligent reporter now? My name is Goodness from Port Harcourt.
All right, good news. Magnus in Mount 3. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andrew.
All right, go on.
I think the issue of security is one that concerns everybody. it is not only in the hand of government. The community chiefs, the CDCs, the youth, and even people living in the community has business with security. And so when people resolve to secure their community, you will see developments thriving. In EMOLGA, for some time now, we have been hearing of different scary scenarios concerning security. And I think that it is because the people of EMOLGA have not come together to remove the insecurity they are facing. You cannot tell me that you have a chief in the community and people are trooping in and out, causing problems. In fact, those people are from that community. They know their people, they know their parents, they know their brother, they know their sister, they know where they are coming from. So why can't the police arrest them and prosecute them? Andrew, do you remember the incident in Ahoda and the late Ambashim? Who can we say this person has been arrested and has been tried? So until we begin to remove politics from the issue of security in our communities within Rivers State, we will continue to see things like this. I want to tell the media that it is not about singing hallelujah praises to the council chairman. The council chairman must do more to make sure that this thing is curtailed to the barest minimum in the LG, because it is becoming unbecoming. Thank you so much.
All right, Magnus, thank you. Zion in GRA, good morning.
I follow this program with keen interest because it had to do with lives and properties in this environment. And under the auspices of Governor Snow Ifobara as the governor of Rivers State. And it would be so unfortunate that under this governor, the people he has entrusted as local government chairman and councillor cannot do that which is known for, a peace-loving governor. It's a shame that we are hearing such a news that cultists are still operating in Rivers State. I want to use this medium to call on the governor. It's high time we do a holistic overview of the local government chairman and the councillors and the chiefs and the CDC in the state. They are not the ones who voted you. It is the people. The decision of the people. So we should not relinquish this state to the mercy of cultists in the name of Nawigaye, especially the Emowa area. How come these people cannot stick up till today, set up a security structure to ameliorate the pains when it comes to the issue of insecurity? Obiapo has done it. The Onelga have been, of course, it's like a story everybody knows. There are other areas, what is happening? If I want to ask, is it that these guys who are in government are working in tandem with these cultists? I think that it should be a gravel on our teeth this morning.
All right, let's go to Remo Kota quickly. Chima, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Simi.
All right, Chima, let's hear you quickly.
About the killing in River State, my brother, I'm so disappointed.
In Obelle, there's a particular, yes, yes.
River State, Obelle inside River State. Now, the list I would have expected to come to the studio today is supposed to be the CSO of that local government. Because I don't know why the local government chairman cannot talk to us. The governor of the state has decided to leave us in River State that we should be dying. Now, in River State, the life of people are just like the life of fowl. Even animals, you can't just kill them like that. You can't just kill them like that.
Chima, I would have to encourage you to please make proper choice of words, all right?
All right, thank you.
I know you have your biases, but make proper choice of words. Thank you.
Okay, as I was saying now, what I'm talking about is that now, I wonder the reason why the governor of River State, that we have given the power, the mandate to man our resources and protect our life, has not in one day condemned any of these incidents, this ugly incident that is taking place in River State. Because we actually understand what hope means, to reassure the hope of the people. Just to talk and say, I condemn. That's what we are begging our governors to say. Now, the person at the studio does not have anything to do with security. He's a media aide. He would not come and say what they told him. But if it were the list I expected, that the security, the CSO of the
All right,
to raise
Chima.
money.
All right, thank you very much. But then the monies we're not giving to state government, we're giving to the institutions. All right, get your facts right. Like I said, I know you have your biases, but please try to make sure that when you say what you say them with accurate facts, and you try to be a lot more polished with the choice of language and the words that you use to pass out to express yourself. All right, you can express yourself and have your bias, but please, the words and how you put them would be very, very good if you put that into consideration. Thank you. We have several messages coming in before we go to my guest to respond. I think one point Chima was trying to make was if we could have spoken to the chairman of the council himself, perhaps that would help. Yep, that would be a great one if it happens. Also, we would understand that for security matters, not every information might be given to us as much as we would like them to be. And that's the way these matters go most of the times. Aduroja Olawale, we need to work on our value system as a people, starting from the home front with proper home training of our children. It should start from there instead of blaming security all the time. I think you make a lot of sense, Olawale, because I've also said many times too, the police would only come after the crime has been committed. So it means that somebody must not commit a crime. Obelle community is in a mess. What is the benefit of killing themselves? What are the people there doing? Are they what serious people in that area? What are they doing with their lives? All right, quickly, my friend Loveday, if you can hear us, let's quickly get your response as we wrap up in under a minute. So, well, they've called for having a conversation with the chairman. Is that possible?
Well, on which matter? On the security
on the
matter?
security situation in the council.
You've already answered it. That the security matter. All the people who want to see is results, and the chairman is working keenly on that. What the chairman should come and tell the people we've told the police to do this, we've told that. Is that what people want to hear? Even the man who is calling, I heard the last person from King and all that. You don't talk with emotion when it has to do with security issues. And I'm telling you, for real, I was there with the chairman. I'm not even saying the chairman told me. And I'm telling you for real that the chairman is doing a lot. He's doing this, as I'm talking to you, is in synergy with the police. And somebody is talking out of emotion. What are we saying? Another. This whole matter just came up. It's not even up to a week. And the chairman went into action immediately. The police are all over the place.
All right,
the
Loveday.
other security agents are all over.
Unfortunately, that's the much we can take. We have a commercial coming in now. Thank you very much for your time.
For your quality personal lifestyles, home and office solutions, here is a one-stop shop for you.